MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Chicago Cubs and the Boston Red Sox. The Cubs are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Enrique Germán gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Coming to the plate now, Adam Greenberg. He will lead this one off today.
Afternoon for the Cubs, the center fielder, number 19.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
First pitch, 136.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Armstrong.
Striding in, Pete Armstrong. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Armstrong, 23 years old. He was a 4th-round selection back in the draft of 2019.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
Stepping into the box, J.C. Embry. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And now a pitch on the way. On he pops it up. And this will land foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Now another 0-2.
Ball.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer. No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ryan Buckner. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Trevor Bauer is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
So coming to the plate, Derek Trejo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop. Derek.
Now the pitch.
Trejo.
In there, no balls and a strike. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
Bauer has worked his way through more than 1,500 career innings, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
To the plate now, Jesse Maynard. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. A bouncer up the middle, fielded cleanly, in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting first, the third baseman, Pablo Sandoval.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now here's the pitch. Line drive to left. Armstrong is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. The next Cub up, Ryan Buckner, in 8 at-bats in the series. He's collected 3 hits.
Ryan Buckner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And it's 1-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can't catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
At the plate, Sammy Sosa. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Running hard, he's digging for second. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Stepping in now, Jesse Padilla, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Nick Castellanos now, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. In his career, Castellanos possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. The 0-1 offering. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Stepping in, Jason Kipnis trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Right.
Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. Castellanos leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw in time, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Cubs are on top, 1-0. Stepping into the box, Henry Gonzalez, and it's been a slow start to the year, as you see there, just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Lionel Voit. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Ball one. Voit, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Fouled away. Hit the other way out toward right field. Sosa is there. 2 down.
Batting 6th, the catcher, Harman Barton.
Into the box now, Harman Barton. He's gone 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Bauer's ready. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
Playing 11, 1-1.
Now here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're down 1-0. Into the box now, Nicholas Horner. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
Nicholas Horner.
Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Three and 0 now.
Just a little bit off to start the 3rd now. That's 3 straight balls.
.30 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I gotta believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Now at the plate, Adam Greenberg, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Greenberg is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he popped him up. Valdez ranging into shallow right, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And there's 1 away.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, That just can't happen.
Now batting, Pete Armstrong. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Runner at first here, one man out. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. Now the 2-1. Runners off for second. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Runners on first with one down. Runner going a second time. Pitch outside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category, and in fact lead all of baseball as well. Swing and a liner, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Striding in once again, J.C. Embry, runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch on its way.
Ball. 1-0.
Two out here and a runner at second. Hit on the ground to short. He's right there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs, but they lead it 1-0.
The Red Sox due to hit in the third. They're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And it's fouled away. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Into the box, Alvin Schwartz, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Ball two.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the 2-1. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Here's another 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Standing in now, Ray Valdez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 1 home run and 5 driven in. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So striding forward now, Derek Trejo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Bauer pauses. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
The 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Cubbies are in front, 1-0. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Ryan Buckner.
The pitch.
Ball 1. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now
To the plate now, Sammy Sosa. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. And it's gone into the monster seats. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
At the plate, Jesse Padilla. As he'll watch a breaking ball that comes back to catch the outside corner for strike 1. First time up, he went down looking. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Padilla, a 5'8" switch hitter. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Maynard is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 1.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Pitch on the way. And a curveball in for a strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. A 1-1 is put in play to the right side of the infield, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, number 34, designated hitter, Jason Kipnis.
Standing in, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way.
Yeah.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
3 runs, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. And the pitch. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2.
No.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Nicholas Horner would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Settling in now, Nicholas Horner. He drew a walk his first time up. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. A dive, but it's off his glove. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Stepping in now, Adam Greenberg, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
3 runs already home here. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defenders standing flat-footed for much longer.
The 1-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. That's popped up. Trejo into shallow left. He's not going to get it, and the 2-out rally continues. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well. So now to the plate, Pete Armstrong, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Comes set and the 0-1. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Now a throw over to first. Runners back. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Throw over to first. Runner back standing. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Fletcher Minor answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Fletcher Minor.
J.C. Embry will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. He's set. Now the pitch. Curveball inside corner, drops in for a strike.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys...
And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, Hero.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Into the box, Ryan Buckner, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Two men are on with 2 men out. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. From the stretch.
Ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. 3-2, full count. 2 down, runners at first and second. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So give them 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 6 and the Red Sox nothing. Digging in, Jesse Maynard. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now here's the pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball,
he turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall.
so up until this point, they've had to bite and scratch for every single thing. But he puts a good swing on this one and nearly knocks it out of the park. So we'll see if it's contagious and his partner can pick him up right here.
Into the box now, Pablo Sandoval, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. Looking at his career totals, Sandoval has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Now the 1-0.
No. 2 balls, no strike.
And there's a swing and a miss, 2-1 now.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare, almost unhittable. Nasty downward action, high 80s velocity.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
From the belt, the pitch. Henry Gonzalez swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down to the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
In today's game of seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it, I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
The 1-2.
Ball. Full count.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit, and that'll get down out there near the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
The designated hitter.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
To the plate now, Lionel Voit, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. 0-1 delivery. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
In now, Harmon Barton. No balls and 1 strike. Two out here and a runner at second. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Red Sox strike for a run on the RBI double. We're through 4. It's the Cubs 6 and the Red Sox 1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Fouled off. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Digging in once again, Jesse Padilla. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Standing in now, number 12. As you'll watch a curveball that bends in there under his hands at strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
Playing 11, 1-1.
Here it comes. fouled away. One out, nobody on. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
1 strike.
To 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Red Sox 1. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. So stepping in, Lester Vera, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The batter, number 28.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alvin Schwartz. First delivery to him on the way. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Outside. Ball.
And it's fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
At the plate now, Ray Valdez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 1 home run and 5 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. Playing 11, 1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Two out, nobody on. Fly ball right down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Bauer gets the sign. Here it is on 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now, 3-2.
This is a big bat right here. No doubt you'd rather go after the 9-hole hitter with a runner on third instead of giving the top of the order a chance to cash in.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 7-1. At the plate, Nicholas Corner. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, the count. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Adam Greenberg.
So now to the plate, Adam Greenberg, and he popped him up. Valdez backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
The left fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Now to the plate, Pete Armstrong, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. A dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Into the box now, J.C. Embry, as he'll take a look at ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. That evens it up 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Line drive to center field. Maynard is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs strand one. They're on top 7-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Derek Trejo. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now the pitch.
No. 2-2.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Up with it, Padilla. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Digging in to try it again, Jesse Maynard. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. One out, nobody on. That's by him for strike 1.
1-1.
Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
To the plate now, Pablo Sandoval. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Bauer sets his sights. Here's the 1-0. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're down 7-1. Elvis Morales enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Elvis Morales.
Ryan Buckner will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Buckner.
Now here it comes. Fouled off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Valdez will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
At the plate, Sammy Sosa. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Line toward right center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that's, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get 1 more at bat in this one.
From the stretch, Jesse Padilla comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Line to the right side, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the 2nd out.
The batter, the third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Into the box, number 12. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a move over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily. A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for the Cubs. They're on top 7-1. Willie Peralta gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Willie Peralta.
Leading off the inning, Henry Gonzalez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Popped him up. Buckner in foul ground. Into the stands. He got it.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Stepping up to the plate, Lionel Voit. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Yep.
Swung on and missed. That's strike two.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
Lane 12, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Stepping in now, Harmon Barton, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. No hits to this point. Peralta's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 7-1. Ready to begin the 8th, and digging in is the veteran DH, Jason Kipnis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Try.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Outside. Ball. Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Vera comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Ready now, Nicholas Horner. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch of the at-bat.
No. 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now the 3-0 offering. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Gonzalez is there, 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Adam Greenberg. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Here comes the right fielder. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're on top 7-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Lester Vera.
Lester Vera.
First offering on its way. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Behind 0-2 now.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And he'll just waste one there. 1-2.
1 ball.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
In now, Alvin Schwartz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Two and 1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at bats for this team right now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Alvin Schwartz takes the hat trick with his 3rd strikeout of the night. Standing in now, Ray Valdez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Valdez A native of Tennessee, he's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Derek Trejo would be next if they can keep this inning alive. That one's in there. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Derek.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Derek Trejo. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Red Sox leave 1. They're down 7-1. Richie McGee comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Richie McGee.
Digging in, Pete Armstrong. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Maynard is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Digging in, the switch hitter, J.C. Embry. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
0-1 the count. Now the pitch. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. 1 out, nobody on. To 2-2 now. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
Well, you got to love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
At the plate now, Ryan Buckner. No balls and a strike to count. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Line to the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on top 7-1. Striding in to start the 9th, Jesse Maynard, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Jesse Maynard.
First delivery to him on the way.
That's the ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the third hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes, but I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pablo Sandoval stands in as he looks at a called strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
Here it comes, 0-2. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. A runner at first with no outs here. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
So now to the plate, Henry Gonzalez in the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Fastball just missed above the zone. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Lionel Voit will be next. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lionel.
Striding forward now is the DH, Lionel Voit. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sosa is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, the catcher, Harman Barton.
Next up for the Red Sox, Harman Barton. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Barton has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. And there's a called strike two, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
There seem to be different philosophies on it, so Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Last strike now for the Red Sox. Fouled away. Two men are on with two men out. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. Throw on to first, he'll be in time to get him, and the Cubs will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
7-1 the final today. The Cubbies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Trevor Bauer earns the win, his second, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Enrique Germán struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Willie Peralta takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Red Sox, 1 run, 4 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Our Fenway Park paid attendance this afternoon, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely.